Amanda Ambles here from Glastonbury town in Somerset. And I just wanted to make this video just to clear a few things up. There's been a bit of confusion about some recent leaflets that have been going into people's homes in the past weeks. So there's been this leaflet called World Heritage Status for Glastonbury with a question mark. And basically, all this leaflet is propaganda to try to promote World Heritage status for Glastonbury. So it's claiming things like, it will be good for the housing market, it will help parking issues, it will give greater protection against development, it will help manage increasing tourism, and also it will improve the transport infrastructure. They have actually stolen our words, protect Sacred Avalon. They've actually used the word protecting our sacred landscape. They talk about housing issues as though it will be good for housing, which the opposite is the case, and keeping control over our town. Alarm bells are going off at that one. And a sense of pride. So, should we go through those points one by one? And basically, this was produced by Glastonbury Town Council's World Heritage Site Committee. So, or should I say, peddlers for UNESCO. And somebody on the Glastonbury notice board this morning thought that it was actually fake. They thought it was a fake leaflet and they actually reported it to the police. And anyway, I shouldn't laugh, but yeah. So my belief is that their leaflet here, pushing the World Heritage Site status, was a direct response to our Protect Sacred Avalon urgent action required. I think that our flyer, which we printed 10,000 of, basically reached so many people and did cause quite an impact in the town that they wanted to have a counter-attack. So instead of engaging in meaningful conversations, meaningful dialogue with us, this is their response. They're spending our money, they're spending, all of our resources that they could be improving the town on this leaflet. You couldn't make it up. Some people have likened the design here to, that it's just so very basic, the design with the little bubbles in it. But let me just go through each point one by one. Protecting our sacred landscape. Okay, so it's saying that World Heritage status would offer a higher level of protection, but we know for a fact that it doesn't. We've looked at sites all over the world. We know at Liverpool, what happened was they just threatened to take away the World Heritage status when they built in the harbour side, and they did take it away. And the same with Stonehenge. They didn't stop the tunnel from going ahead. It was only the financial front which stopped that from happening. So we know for a fact that it doesn't necessarily protect our sacred landscape. We are trying to protect Sacred Avalon against UNESCO. So let's go to number 2. Greater protection against development. Well, it doesn't. I've heard recently that some homes are going to be built next to the Tor. Basically, it doesn't resolve anything and it doesn't protect it from development, I'm sorry to say. And it's only, it's not a friendly, nice organisation at all. In fact, it will develop the town in ways, commercialise it, commodify it in ways we don't want. Managing increasing tourism. Now, that's an interesting one. Yes, it will create increasing tourism, but it won't help manage it. So it's saying it would ensure for the first time a plan for dealing with the increase in visitors is taken seriously. Well, there's already been an increase in visitors, and we've spoken time and time again to say we have enough tourism in Glastonbury. Chris Craig of the Magdalene Chapel or St Margaret's Chapel has said that it is actually increased tenfold in Glastonbury. So economic benefits, well, that's a little bit sketchy because I think it will be the stakeholders from outside of town that will be reaping the economic benefits the most. And the local shops, the local commercial businesses will not necessarily, benefit. They may not be able to afford the rising costs or in taxation. So transport infrastructure, all right. So they're saying with people owning more than one car, parking has become a real issue in the town. So I do understand that the council has got net zero policies and yeah, parking is an issue. I'm very lucky that I've got my own parking at the back of my house, but it's definitely an issue in the town. And it's saying that there will be more greater grant funding in creating a car park and ride. However, what will be the cost of actually implementing World Heritage status? We've estimated it at today's value between 700,000 and £1 million. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Housing issues. So they're saying that it's going to help housing. Well, there's no way it's going to help housing. It's saying about the rise in Airbnbs. It won't improve things. It will only push up the cost of rentals, the cost of houses here. And then it's saying keeping control over our town. That sounds a bit ominous, doesn't it? So they're basically saying that we could control the town more and probably the people that live here more. So it's saying that the tour will continue to be owned and run by the National Trust, yes, and the Abbey, their charity. But then the overarching control would be UNESCO. Ultimately, they would be answerable to UNESCO. Make no mistake. We spoke to one of the guards at Stonehenge, and he was telling us that English heritage is very much under the jurisdiction of UNESCO. So a sense of pride. So we don't have pride already. I'm very proud to live in Avalon, and many of my friends are very proud to live here. In fact, we love it so much. We want to protect it from increasing over tourism and all that will bring. So engagement in activities that benefit the community and our sense of belonging to a very special place. Well, no, thank you. We've spoken out very loud. I think I've spoken 4 or 5 times now at the council meetings. That's almost 4,000 signatures on the Stop World Heritage status scoping in Glastonbury. We've had numerous meetings. I have sent over 12 messages to the consultants without any response at all. I've sent an email to the local MP with no response. Very few of the councillors have engaged, and those councillors who have verbally engaged with me have been very condescending. So yeah, I just want to say, Glastonbury Council, yeah, this is just propaganda. It's not engagement. Where is the voting slip? Why is there no public consultation? You're actually breaking the law. You're breaking natural law, and you're actually breaking the British law, the gunning principle. So yeah, this has got to stop. Okay, this is being abusive to your community. Okay, all right, thank you. So if you're interested in this video and you'd like to sign the petition, I will put the link below, and we have a website where you can see all the interviews that we did with Maria Wheatley, Sandy Adams, and also the interviews that I've done with various people too. So thank you so much for watching. Can you share, like, subscribe to my channel, Amanda Ambles? I'm really excited to say that it is growing. So, and any suggestions I'm really open to. Thank you so much for watching. Protect Sacred Avalon.